What's up, guys? This is Ofo, and this is NU. No, not NU. What am I saying? This is an underused match I had against InertFury. You might have heard of him. He has a good amount of subscribers, and I've been subscribed to him for a while, so it's kind of nice to have this match against him, and it turned out to be a pretty good match. So, looking at our teams, I see that he has some pretty good pokes, including a Mamoswine I have to watch out for, and definitely an Azumarill, which is probably banded, and he also has some fast pokes in the form of Jolteon and Aerodactyl. So I decided just to lead with my Ambipom in case he wants to lead with Aerodactyl, except with Stealth Rocks, and I can taunt him, or pretty much whatever you want to lead with. I think Ambipom's pretty good to lead. So seeing him lead with Jolteon, I just go for Fake Out, knowing that's going to do a shitload. But I do switch here, knowing that Jolteon will be able to have speed, and I go into my Donphan, predicting any kind of electric move. And he does just hard switch right here, which tells me he's probably either Specs or Scarfed, most likely Specs. And I take this time to set up Stealth Rocks, which is really cool. So he has that Rotom Heat, which will not appreciate those Stealth Rocks. So that's really nice. So I do go in my Moltres to take whatever this guy wants to do, whether it be a Seed Flare or whatever. But he ends up going for Hidden Power. Not sure what hidden power that is, but it did less than half. Now he goes to Seed Flare, and stays in, and he does get a critical hit, I believe. Yeah, and because that is quad resisted. So, but I do go for Air Slash, and that will be enough to take it out, I believe. So, yeah, there goes his his Shaman right off the bat, and Shaman is a pretty good UU poke, so it's nice to get that out of the way. Now it goes into a Azumarill, and I know I'm not going to be wanting to take anything, whether it be Aqua Jet or... Oh no, actually, I do stay in and go for Hidden Power Grass, predicting him to potentially over-predict, and not go for Aqua Jet. And he actually does, but he goes for Superpower, which actually will take me out, despite the fact it's resisted and I am a physical wall. But I was at pretty low health, so whatever. I suppose it makes sense. I think I also stayed in right there just because I didn't really care about Moltres that much. But, kind of ballsy, but... whatever. So now going to my Ambipom, knowing a Fake Out will take it out from this range, and I do go for a Fake Out, and his Aerodactyl will resist that, but he does take Stealth Rock damage, so not too big of a deal. So that does, despite the resist, that does a good amount, and I do stay in here, thinking you might want to set up Stealth Rocks, so I go for a Taunt, just completely forgetting that I'm slower, because I always forget how fast Aerodactyl is, because it doesn't seem like he'd be that fast, but he is. But I do survive that Stone Edge, which is pretty cool, with 26. And I know Ambipom is going to be really useful later on in the game, so I see him bring in Mamo, and that just screams Ice Shard. So I am going to switch out and go into my Weavile, which can resist that, and, take that pretty well. And then potentially kill him with a low kick or whatever. So I take that reasonably well, and he does switch out as I go for a low kick, and he goes into his Rotom Heat, and even though that doesn't do too much, he does take that Stealth Rocks, which makes it be a pretty good hit. But seeing the low kick damage, I thought he might be slightly more defensive. So, but I know I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna be able to take him out. So I do switch out and go into my Empoleon, as he does go for the Thunderbolt. So, I don't know, I mean, Thunderbolt was a pretty safe play. Even if I had stayed in, it probably would have taken out my Weavile. But seeing that damage, that's definitely an offensive set, because this is my special wall. And despite the fact it's super effective, I mean, that is very especially bulky in Empoleon. So I do go for Protect, which is actually kind of a bad move, simply because he gets extra leftovers back, and I'm not going to be able to take the hit. Another Thunderbolt, no matter how many Protects I get. Even if I got double Protect, I wouldn't have been able to survive one. So he does just take me out with a Thunderbolt, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? I probably could have taken an Overheat and the Thunderbolt, maybe. Maybe I might have not been able to, but he does. So after all those leftovers, he is back up to nearly full, which is not good. But I do go in my Ambipom, and my Ambipom can continuously switch in because he does not have Stealth Rocks up. And I do go for another Fake Out, and he actually goes into his Jolteon as death fodder, because I guess he knew that his Jolteon wasn't going to be doing much. And now he goes to Mamoswine, and right here I make a terrible play. I decide that he might predict my switch out and go for Earthquake, so I decide I'm going to stay in and play it really ballsy, and he ends up just going for Ice Shroud, the safe move, and that costs me Amber Palm, and Amber Palm would have been crucial to winning this game. But now I make another misplay, because I think that a Gallade could probably take one Earthquake and then hit him with a Drain Punch to get all that back, but it takes me on one hit. And that's me. I actually just put Gallade on this team, so that's just me not overestimating Gallade's physical bulk, so that really sucks. Now I go into the guy I should have gone in the first place, which is my Weavile. I take that Ice Shard, and I am able to take him out with a Night Slash. And I do go for Night Slash over that low kick, you know, because in case he wanted to switch out into Rotom Heat for some reason. But now it goes into a Azumarill, and despite the fact that I'm at, half, and Aqua Jet isn't, too powerful, that is Banded and Stab, so that is going to be able to 1-KO me pretty comfortably. So now I'm down to my last guy, which is my Donphan, and I know I can take a Aqua Jet pretty well. So it pretty much comes down to whether or not I can take Aqua Jet and an Overheat from Rotom H. But I am able to take him out with an Earthquake, so now he's down to his last poke, which is his Rotom Heat. So it pretty much comes down to whether or not I can take him out with a Rock Slide, or actually no, whether or not I can survive an Overheat and then hit him with a Rock Slide and take him out. But unfortunately, he is able to outspeed, of course, and that is going to take me out. So that was a really good game. That was a pretty close 1-0. I think he's posting his side of this match on his channel, so his link will be in the description in case you're curious about that. But that was a really good battle. I made a couple misplays. I could have easily won that, and I kind of messed it up, so that's kind of disappointing that I lost it, but it was still fun. So that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed, and rate, comment, subscribe. See you guys later.